Hello everyone, Alicia here with another lightened up Weight Watcher friendly recipe, and today's recipe is gonna be for a cinnamon swirl banana bread. I had some extra bananas on hand, and one of my favorite ways to use up overripe bananas is in banana bread. I have a lot of different recipes that I use. This is just another one, but since we're kind of moving into fall weather and fall flavors, I thought it'd be a fun one to show you guys how I make. It's very simple, but it's very tasty. And as I said, it's got a nice little fall flavor profile to it. So let me jump into ingredients real quick and I'll show you what you're gonna need to make this. So first off, you're gonna need some all-purpose flour. I am gonna be using a cup of that. And then you're gonna need some fat-free plain Greek yogurt, a half cup of that, 1 large egg, and here I've got a teaspoon coconut oil. You could use whatever type of oil you prefer though. I just like the coconut oil. Here I've got 3 medium bananas. I'm gonna be using all of those. And then for sweetener in this, I'm gonna be using a no-calorie monk fruit sweetener. You can use whatever type of no-calorie, no-point sweetener that you prefer though. This is just kind of my preference, is the monk fruit. And then you're gonna be needing a half teaspoon salt, half teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, teaspoon vanilla extract, and then you're gonna need some cooking spray for your bread pan. So that's everything for the bread itself. For the cinnamon swirl that you're gonna be putting in this, you're gonna need 1 tablespoon of, I'm using Brummel and Brown, but a light butter spread. And then also you're gonna need 1.5 tablespoons of a no-calorie brown sugar sweetener. This again is the monk fruit sweetener in brown. And then here I've got more of the monk fruit, just classic, another 1.5 tablespoons of that. And then here I've got a tablespoon of cinnamon. And that's all you're gonna need for the cinnamon swirl and all that you're gonna need to make this ingredient-wise. So let me jump in to getting this started. So first thing you want to do is get your oven preheating to 350, and then you're gonna take your 3 ripe bananas and you're gonna just add them to a medium-sized bowl. You can also do this in a mixer, and sometimes I do, like a stand mixer. Sometimes I don't, just kind of depends. It's definitely easier to use the stand mixer, but not as easy to clean up after. So now I'm gonna just mash these bananas up really well in here. Got these nice and mashed up, and just for reference, this ends up, well, what you're looking for I should say, is about a cup of mashed banana, and that's not always going to be exact depending on the size of your bananas, but that's roughly what you're looking for, is around a cup. I've got probably maybe a little more than that this time, but roughly looking for a cup. So to that, I'm now going to add in my half cup Greek yogurt, a large egg, my monk fruit, vanilla, and finally my melted coconut oil. And I'm gonna just stir all of this together really well. Got that nice and mixed together, so now I'm gonna take another bowl. And to that, I'm gonna add my cup of flour, half teaspoon salt, half teaspoon baking powder, and teaspoon baking soda. I'm gonna whisk that together really well. Now I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna add it to my wet ingredients. And fold it in. Okay, that is nice and folded in. So now I'm gonna get my cinnamon mixture made up. So to do that, I'm gonna take my Brummel and Brown, and I think I said a tablespoon when I was going over ingredients. It's 2 tablespoons. But as always, I will have the full ingredients list listed down below in the description box. But I'm gonna take 2 tablespoons of this and get it melted up in the microwave real quick. Got that melted, so now I'm gonna take my 2 sweeteners and cinnamon, give those a good stir. Then I'm gonna pour in my melted butter spread and stir that all together really well. All right, got that all mixed together. So now this bread is ready to assemble. So I'm gonna take a 9x5" loaf pan. I give it a quick spray with some cooking spray. And then I'm gonna pour roughly half of my batter in the pan. Give that a little bit of a smoothing in there. I'm gonna take my cinnamon mixture and I'm gonna pour about half of that on top. Just down the middle here. And I'm gonna just kind of swirl that in. I'm just using this little guy here. You could use the back of a wooden spoon, whatever you want, whatever you have on hand, just to kind of get that all swirled into the batter there. All right, now I'm gonna add my remaining batter and then my remaining cinnamon mixture. And then again, just kind of swirl that into the batter. This is now ready to bake at 350. I'm gonna start it off at 35 minutes and see how we're looking, but I will be back once this is done. I let this bake for just about 45 minutes. It's looking done. You wanna just bake this until it's nice and browned on the top, and a toothpick inserted in the center is gonna come out clean. So that was 45 minutes for my oven. It is gonna vary depending on your own oven, but I'm gonna let this cool in here probably about a half hour or so before I take it out and slice it up. I've let this cool about a half hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the pan, slice it up, and let you know what the points are on this. All right, I've sliced into this, and there's a little better view, what it looks like inside. Now, the points on this are gonna be 2 points a slice, which is a 1/12 of the total loaf, which I do not think is bad at all, because this stuff is so good. You've got that sweet banana bread with that cinnamon, sugary, buttery swirl mixed throughout. I love the combo, or the flavor combos in this. And again, I think it's perfect for fall. So again, I wanted to share it with you guys. But I hope you enjoyed. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you in the next one.